Okay, so this is a little change in scenery. I am not Bosnian. I am not Bosnian, and I am not Korean. This is just my design of my room. I am an international person, let's say. I have a lot of maps and flags in here, so uh, yeah, and I am not particularly a supporter of Bosnia. I just like the flag. I would show you. I have like flags of Argentina, Tibet, and this is a map of Yugoslavia actually. Yeah, I am flexing now. Anyway, today I want to talk a little bit about a concept that I found very interesting for me, like a deep concept, let's say, because I spoke with my editor yesterday, and he mentioned a quote from Nietzsche, which is, "Do what you fear, and the fear will disappear," basically. It was in German, the quote, but it is basically this. So, when you will do something that you fear, the fear will disappear, of course. And I didn't quite really understood the quote when I first heard it. Now I understand the quote, but I'm still not acting towards this quote. So I can intellectually grasp the meaning, but I don't particularly um, live with this quote, let's say. So I made a lot of progress in my recent years, and I conquered my fears. But to be honest, I am still, the fear is in charge of me in many times. And this is natural because I am only 19-year-old person, and I still grow. I find things that I find valuable, and I just grow as a person. So this is normal, perfectly normal. But I want to share my experience and to say again that this quote is very much true, because I can give you an example. 1 year ago, I had a massive fear of talking to camera and fear of judgment. But now I don't give a fuck because I recorded this video, and like, yes, some people can hate me, but some will like me, right? When you say anything in life, like, you have a statement, an opinion, some people will agree with this opinion and some will not. And this is perfectly normal, and it will be that way. So why bother what people will say if some people can like you for what you say and some will hate you? But like, it doesn't really mean anything. So I conquered this fear. But it was particularly easy for me because you just need to press record and say whatever you think it's important for you in this particular example. So let's say I conquered this fear a few months ago when I posted the first video. And I am still not far, like, I am not perfect. I still fight with myself. Many times I want to say something and I don't want to, or I fear it. But I think I conquered this one, like, really well. Second fear that I conquered is a fear of people in general. So I was very scared to approach people and to start conversations. But I went to Erasmus exchange, like a student exchange, and I decided to fuck my fear, and it worked because I purposefully started to talk to people, because if I would not, then I would just be lonely as fuck. So I decided to talk to people like a normal human being would. And guess what? I was happy after that. Like, this fear kept me for years in like state of misery because I felt like I am not particularly confident in myself, because I felt like I have only a few friends. Like I had a few good friends from high school, and I still have them. But outside of this little circle, I had nobody, outside of my family, of course. And when I went there, I decided to change this, and I did this. And after that, when I realized that I succeeded, I felt like a new human. I felt like I can powerful. I felt powerful. I felt like I can do things that I said that I can do. So this is a very powerful thought, but also fear is also powerful, right? And I still have some areas of life where I simply I cannot do certain things that I want to do. So for example, I cannot I fear to um, post certain content in here, and I will not till the moment that I will conquer this fear. But I will eventually do that. But for now, the fear is stronger than the will to conquer it. But if you think about it, it is like the fun actually. The fun is to conquer your fears. Because if you will not conquer your fears, life is pretty boring actually. When you only like succumb to your pleasures, daily pleasures. Like before self-improvement, when I was like a normal human being, I had all of these days were so empty, you know. I watched when I was a teenager, I watched 8 hours of YouTube every day. Like 8 hours. I watched pornography for many hours, and it was draining my soul. Like imagine how much damage it created for a 15-year-old to watch so many YouTube videos and like endless pleasures, but they didn't give me any meaning. At the end of the day, I felt like empty. I felt like I should do something else, but I didn't knew exactly what. And I feared to change it. But one day I just had this specific push, like this power, let's say, to change it. One day I sat on my couch and really was really depressed, and I decided to fuck this and change things, and it worked. I just decided to fuck my fears and, for example, go to the gym. Was I thought I will be scared to go to the gym, and like then I was scared that when I will go to university I will have no friends. But right now I am in university and everything is normal. So the lesson is that when you conquer your fears, the fear disappears, of course, and this means it gets back to normal basically. The fear doesn't it, they, it goes away, because right now I am recording this and I am not feared of consequences when I will post on YouTube. But when I posted my first video, of course I thought like everyone will laugh at me, you know, family will watch it and like what, you know. But right now I don't give a fuck, and I still need to conquer my fears, but I am on the right track, you know. I feel like I will achieve good things in life because I have this mindset that I know that this quote is true. I am not still there, you know. I am not in the end point, so I have a lot of fears that are keeping me away from achieving the things that I want to. But I think this is the way to live, because if you don't conquer your fears, why live? You know, life is just boring and meaningless when you just watch TV, watch YouTube, or watch pornography like I did before, and like, why bother? You know. So yeah, I think this is one of the most important mindsets that you can have, like the basic mindset to self-improvement, basically. And yeah, that's all for this video. Yeah, have a nice day.